Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Learner Podcast. I'm Anna, and today we're talking about fun travel experiences. Because honestly, some of the best stories come from the trips we take.
And I'm Tom, and I swear if I had $1 for every travel mishap I've had, I could probably fund a small country by now.
Tom, you say that like it's an exaggeration, but everyone listening knows it's the truth. You somehow attract adventure and chaos at the same time.
That's my superpower. 1 minute, everything is smooth. The next, I'm running after a bus because I misunderstood the schedule.
Or the time you tried to carry all the luggage at once and looked like a human octopus.
Hey, it was efficient until gravity had other plans.
And then there's the food adventures. You always want to try something weird.
Of course, you can't travel without tasting the local delicacies. I mean, sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's unforgettable in the other way.
Remember that street food in Thailand that you thought was spicy but ended up making you question every life choice?
Yes, I was crying, sweating, laughing, and regretting everything at the same time. But I survived.
And you did it with pride. You even tried to convince me to take a bite.
Sharing the experience is half the fun, and you did it anyway.
Someone has to be brave. And exploring cities on foot is always an adventure too.
Walking around with no plan, finding hidden cafes, tiny shops, and that random park where we watched a street performance.
That was amazing. The performer pulled me into the act and I danced in public for the first time in years.
And I took 100 photos because I was laughing too hard to join in.
Traveling by train is another fun memory. You always pick the scenic routes for some reason.
Because the views are priceless, and sometimes the train has unexpected stops or funny announcements.
Or when the train gets delayed and you end up chatting with strangers, sharing snacks or swapping travel tips.
Exactly. Some of my favorite memories are just random conversations with people we meet along the way.
And then there's the little surprises in cities, like finding a street market by accident or a quiet alley full of colorful murals.
Or that tiny bookstore we discovered that smelled like a library from the 1800s. I could have spent hours there.
That's what I love about spontaneous exploration. It's like the city is giving you secret gifts.
And sometimes those gifts are funny. Remember that day in Italy when we followed the wrong signs and ended up in someone's backyard garden?
Oh yes, we got chased by a very confused gardener, but the flowers made it worth it.
Or that time we went on a boat ride and you screamed when a seagull tried to steal your sandwich?
Hey, that was a bold bird. And beaches. Some of my favorite memories are simple moments like searching for shells, trying to surf, or building a sandcastle at sunset.
Or accidentally stepping on a jellyfish and running across the beach like a cartoon character.
Or snorkeling and watching you panic because a fish looked at you funny.
Hey, it was judgmental. I had to defend my swimming honor.
And hotels are another story. Checking in, discovering quirky decorations, weird amenities, or that tiny elevator that only fits one person.
Or the time the hotel had no hot water, so we became expert shower planners.
We even ended up laughing about it and made a game out of who could finish fastest.
Travel always gives you these mini challenges that turn into stories you tell for years.
And festivals. Experiencing local music, dances, parades, and food stalls is unbeatable.
Oh yes, the energy is contagious. You can't help but join in even if you have 2 left feet.
And trying new activities is part of the fun, like renting bikes to explore a city, kayaking along a river, or even attempting a cooking class.
Or hiking to that viewpoint and pretending we're athletes while taking 50 breaks along the way.
Every holiday has these tiny adventures that add up to big memories.
And funny moments too, like getting lost, misreading maps, or even falling asleep in a museum.
Or when you tried to communicate in a language you barely knew and ended up creating a new version of charades.
That's creativity at its finest, and people are usually so kind about it, laughing with you, not at you.
And we meet interesting people too, like the family who invited us to join their picnic because we looked lost.
And then we ended up playing games with them while waiting for our train. That was one of the best afternoons.
Sometimes the little mistakes are the best stories, like the time we went to the wrong beach but discovered a hidden cove instead.
That's the magic of travel. The unplanned moments make the best memories.
And hotels are a story on their own. Checking in, discovering quirky decorations, weird amenities, or that tiny elevator that only fits one person.
Or the time we stayed in a guest house with a cat that claimed the bed as its own. We had to negotiate every night to share the blankets.
And then there was that hotel where the key card didn't work, so we kept wandering the lobby trying to get back into our room.
Or the quirky door signs that made no sense, like, "Do not disturb unless you love surprises."
Travel always gives you these little challenges that turn into stories you tell for years.
Travel always gives you these little challenges that turn into stories you tell for years.
Festivals are unforgettable too. Experiencing local music, dances, parades, and food stalls is unbeatable.
The energy is contagious. You can't help but join in, even if you have two left feet.
And trying new activities is part of the fun, like renting bikes to explore a city, kayaking along a river, or learning traditional crafts.
Or hiking to a viewpoint and pretending we're athletes while taking 50 breaks along the way.
Or when we joined a pottery workshop in Greece, and you ended up making something that looked like a melted vase.
Hey, it had character.
Every holiday has these tiny adventures that add up to big memories.
And funny moments too, like getting lost, misreading maps, or accidentally joining a local wedding celebration.
We danced, we ate, and somehow ended up in dozens of photos with strangers.
And it was perfect. Those spontaneous experiences are why traveling is so much fun.
I love collecting these memories, even the chaotic, messy ones.
Me too, because they turn into stories that make you laugh, reflect, and plan the next adventure.
And honestly, it's the little things, like walking down a quiet street at sunset, trying a new dessert, or sitting by a fountain and people watching, that stick with you.
And sometimes the funniest, most unexpected things happen when you just relax and go with the flow.
Like that time we got lost in Barcelona and stumbled upon a street performer who taught us a dance.
Or the day we missed our bus in Japan but ended up discovering a tiny cafe that became our favorite spot.
Or when we accidentally joined a local cooking class in Italy thinking it was a food tour and ended up learning how to make pasta from scratch.
And of course, I dropped half of it on the floor. Classic me.
Every trip is full of surprises, challenges, laughs, and unforgettable moments.
And sharing them with someone makes it even better.
Like the time we hiked up a mountain at sunrise, thinking we were prepared, but halfway up it started raining.
And we slid down half the trail, soaked, laughing so hard we could barely breathe.
And when we reached the top, the clouds cleared for just a moment, and it was magical, totally worth the mess.
And that's what travel teaches you. The unexpected moments are often the most memorable.
And kindness from strangers too. Like the time a local family invited us to join their evening dinner when we were lost in a small village.
And they shared stories, food, and even taught us a few words in their language.
Those are the experiences that make you feel connected to the world.
And remind you that travel is about more than sights. It's about people, laughter, and tiny adventures.
So to everyone listening, we hope you find your own little adventures, laugh at the mistakes, and enjoy every moment of your travels.
And if you've had any funny or memorable travel experiences, we'd love to hear about them.
Share your stories, comment, and even send pictures if you can.
And if you want more conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe and share the podcast with your friends.
Your support helps us keep sharing these adventures and laughs with all our listeners.
Seriously, thank you for being part of our travel stories and for exploring the world through these conversations.
Remember, it's not just the big landmarks or famous attractions. It's the small moments, the mistakes, the laughter, and the unexpected encounters that make travel unforgettable.
So go out there, try new things, take the wrong turn sometimes, and make your own stories to share.
And one thing I've noticed, Tom, is how travel teaches patience. Sometimes everything goes wrong, but somehow It turns into a story we laugh about later.
Absolutely. Like waiting in line for hours for a boat tour that got canceled, but then we discovered that little cafe with the best pastries in the city.
Or when we missed a train and ended up exploring a quiet neighborhood we never would have seen otherwise.
Travel really reminds you to enjoy the unexpected, and sometimes the mistakes are the highlights.
Like that time we got lost on a hiking trail and found a hidden waterfall that wasn't in any guidebook.
Or when you tried to ask for directions in your broken Spanish and somehow we ended up in a local festival with free food and music.
And it's funny how every trip has that one story that gets retold at every gathering.
For me, it's definitely the time I accidentally joined a yoga class in India thinking it was a meditation session.
And you fell asleep mid-pose while everyone else stayed perfectly still.
Hey, I was fully committed to relaxation.
And the best part about travel is that it brings people together. Strangers become friends, and shared laughter creates memories that last forever.
I've met some of the kindest, most interesting people while lost, waiting, or trying something new.
And you realize that while destinations are beautiful, the experiences and connections are what truly matter.
Exactly. That little cafe, the random street performer, the family who invited us to dinner, they all became part of our travel story.
And sometimes the simplest things make the biggest impact. Watching the sunrise, tasting a local dessert, or walking down a quiet street at sunset.
Travel teaches you to slow down, notice details, and appreciate small joys.
And to laugh at yourself, like when you struggled with that map app and we ended up walking in circles for half an hour.
Hey, that was part of the adventure.
So to everyone listening, don't stress about perfect plans. The best memories often come from the unplanned, the messy, and the spontaneous moments.
And keep a sense of humor. It turns every mishap into a story worth telling.
That's the beauty of travel. It's messy, fun, unpredictable, and full of stories to share for a lifetime.
And we hope our stories inspire you to make your own, laugh at the chaos, and enjoy every step of the journey.
And before we finish, we just want to remind everyone that travel isn't about perfection. It's about experiences, laughter, and the memories you create along the way.
Exactly. Missed buses, wrong turns, unexpected weather, or funny food mishaps, they all become part of the story you tell for years.
And don't forget the people you meet. Sometimes strangers turn into friends, and shared moments can become the highlight of your trip.
Like that family who invited us to their picnic, or the street performers who pulled us into their act. Those are memories you can't plan for.
Absolutely. And the little things matter too. The sunsets, quiet streets, hidden cafes, or even trying a new dessert you weren't sure about.
And don't underestimate the power of getting lost. Some of the best discoveries happen when you take a wrong turn or wander somewhere unexpected.
That's true. I remember that alleyway in Paris we stumbled upon, filled with murals, tiny shops, and the most amazing pastries.
And somehow we ended up staying for hours just exploring, talking, and taking photos. Those are the moments that stay with you.
Travel teaches patience, curiosity, and a sense of adventure. And it reminds you not to sweat the small stuff.
And to laugh at yourself, like when I spilled ice cream on my shirt during a walking tour or tried to communicate in a language I barely knew.
Those little mishaps always turn into the funniest stories. And the best part is, you often meet the kindest people because of them.
Exactly. Strangers help you, laugh with you, or even invite you to join in on something you weren't expecting.
And that's why every adventure, whether planned or accidental, becomes special. Even the quiet moments, like sitting by a fountain, watching people, or walking at sunset, make memories.
And let's not forget the excitement of trying something completely new, riding a bike in a foreign city, kayaking along a river, or tasting a local dish that looks strange but tastes amazing.
or joining a festival, dancing with strangers, and realizing you have 2 left feet but a huge smile on your face.
That's the magic of travel. It's messy, unpredictable, and full of laughter. And it teaches you to embrace the unexpected.
So here's our message to you. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to the English Learner Podcast so you never miss an episode.
And if our travel stories made you smile or reminded you of your own adventures, share this episode with your friends, family, or anyone who loves a good laugh.
We'd also love for you to comment below with your funny, messy, or unforgettable travel experiences. Your stories might even inspire someone else to take their own adventure.
Seriously, your comments, shares, and subscriptions help us keep bringing these stories and conversations to life.
And remember, it's not just about the big landmarks. It's the little moments, the unexpected mishaps, and the people you meet that make travel truly magical.
Even if something goes completely wrong, it usually turns into a story you'll be telling for years. That's the beauty of travel.
So go out there, embrace new experiences, laugh at mistakes, and create your own collection of unforgettable moments.
And take a moment to enjoy where you are. Even if it's messy, crowded, or raining, those moments often become the most memorable.
Thank you again for listening, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment on this episode. We love hearing from you.
Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and enjoy every little adventure, big or small.
Safe travels, everyone.
Bye for now, and remember your next adventure might just be around the corner.